wrong your name, so please correct me. So this you look at here, and they write in Chinese word. So maybe you can tell us how you write this word and how you learn the Chinese character. Basically, you must start from the pinyin. So pinyin is the basic way, okay? And also, like for example, you see our reply here, we use the word D, this is DA, 大家好, okay, 大家好. So 大家 DA read as 大, okay? And student maybe will say, oh, D is D, and A is R, so we can read it as da, like that. Okay, maybe. But when you pronounce it again, we will correct you how to read the correct pinyin. So when you speak in Mandarin, you will know that how to pronounce it properly. Okay, pinyin is very important, and also you must read it accurate. So sometimes if you read it wrong, you will get the wrong meaning. Oh, I think we have some technical issue, right?
Yes.
Sorry. Please be patient, yeah?
Sorry, internet problems. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, now you all can see again.
Okay. Yep, you can see now. Yes.
Okay, good.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, you can see Avanti also said ni hao. She typed the she types. I'm sorry. She typed the word NIHAO. This is a common. We learn it. So you know it. You will know how to type in the ABC. Okay. But one thing maybe I need to say here. We learn pinyin, then you can type in pinyin way in message. People still will understand you. Okay. But if you need to type more, okay, most of the time you need to master the words. But for basic, pinyin is enough for us to have the conversation. Okay, 好啦，来 so let's learn about the pinyin. Okay, what is the pinyin? Of course, pinyin is Chinese syllables. Okay, it's Chinese syllables, and usually, okay, is composed of an initial, a final, and a tone. Okay, so what is initial? Initial, we call it 声母. 声母, okay, and for easy to understand, initial we'll put in front, okay, and final, okay, is from the words, final is means at the end, so we call it 韵母 in Mandarin, and normally final we put at behind, okay, so when the initial and the finals combine together, and we have the tone on top. When you see the pinyin, right? They have the on the top. They have the line. Okay, there is the thick like that. Okay, and that is the tone. Okay, so when we combine the tone together, okay, and you will get the correct pronunciation. Okay, the exact pronunciation, and we call it this is the Chinese syllables. Okay, and it become the syllable. Okay, for example, 声母. 声母, the S hash in front, we call it that is initial. ENG, and that is the final. So 声, we read this, so we know that ENG, that there is the final, and we have the tone on top. So we read it, that is the first tone, so that's why we know, okay, this is 声. Okay, for beginners, maybe you are still confused. Oh, what is the tone? How we know that what you said is the first tone? Okay, so actually we will tell you later. So we will tell you what is the tone, first, second, third, and fourth. Okay, we have total is fourth tone. There we have fourth tones. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, look at here. So these are the tones, okay? And actually we can call it this the full pinyin, okay? For example, for the tones, right, we will combine it, okay? Combine, I mean the one pinyin normally, okay? We have to explain here, one pinyin, there is one pronunciation, and is one word, okay? It's Chinese characters, one characters. One pronunciation, one Chinese characters, and they have the meaning, okay? But of course, when we learn the conversation, okay, we learn about the two words or one sentence combined together, okay? For example, here, when we learn the single tone, okay, it's easier. Maybe you feel like, oh, it's quite easy. So the first tone is like, for example, is we start with A, where it is R, is the first tone, and then second tone is R, and third tone is down, up is R, and fourth tone is A, okay? So we learn this single is quite easy. But we combine with others' word, right? It's quite challenging for some students, some of the students. Okay, for example, like we have the tone combined. So 今天, you look at the first one. We have first tone and first tone. So the first tone is 今 with the word 天. Okay, 今天, both fourth tones, first tone, they are combined together. So you have to be soft. 今天. Okay, 今天. What is the meaning of 今天? 今天 is mean today. And actually, one pinyin, it have the individual meaning. So the 今 is also means today. And the 天 is more specifically, it means the sky. Okay, when these two words combine together, 今天 is become today. Okay, and look at the second one. Second one is the second tone combined with the first tone. Okay, so first tone with the second tone. Sorry, this should be at the second 中国. This one, teacher. 中国, yeah, this is the second one. Okay, so we are first tone combined with the second tone. So first tone again, ZHONG read as 中, and then second GUO we read as 国 because that is second tone. So it's 国. So 中国, 中国. What is 中国? 中国is mean China. Okay, 中 itself is mean middle. 国 is mean country. So 中国 combined together is China. Now come to another one. So look at here. The third one is 冰水. 冰水. Okay, when I read fast, 冰水. Okay, read slow, 冰水. Okay, can you get it? So this is the pinyin. Okay, 冰水. For beginner, we learn quite slow. So 冰水. When you get it, then you can speak fast. 冰水. 冰水 means ice water. Number 4, 知道. 知道. First tone, 知 and the fourth tone, 道. 知道. Okay, 知道 is mean know, to know. Okay, so 我知道, I know. 你知道, you know. 他知道, he know. Okay, and number 5, okay, we have another one. We call it this here the fifth tone, but actually this is, we call it neutral tone. Okay, the neutral tone. So what is neutral tone? Which is they don't have any tone on top of it. So you look at here, the words really in English, and you look at the final one, you see the gray color, DE, there's no tone on top of it. Okay, and this word normally we read it fast and short. Okay, for example, you see ZHEN, there is a first tone. So we read 真, 真, okay, 真, okay, a bit long, right? And DE short, 真的, 真的. Okay, if I want to read slow and slow again, we can say 真的, 真的. When it comes to fast, 真的. Okay, so commonly when you listen people talk, right, you say, hey, why so fast? Okay, some of this pronunciation because they have the neutral tone on it. So you say 真的. Sometimes you even can't notice, hey, they have the word there. 真的. So it means really. How? Come to second one. Second tone, the second row. Okay.
OK， 好。
我讲完吗？
OK，
不需要讲完了。
谢谢啊，谢谢刘老师。
不需要讲完，我们今天是概括性讲完。
好的。
好，我们谢谢刘老师啊。Okay, just now 刘老师 explained to us regarding the first topic. So everyone should learn is the phonetic system. 拼音 called 拼音. Now the second one, when we know the pronunciation, we know how to pronounce it already. So the basic another thing we should learn is the writing. But of course, in the level 1 part 1, we won't expect that everyone know how to read Chinese character. That is impossible actually. Maybe you can read some of the simple one. So now we are in the topic 2. We are going to cover is about the basic writing stroke and stroke order in Chinese character. Okay, maybe this topic we invite Aisha 老师 come and share with us. Aisha 老师 have this experience, a very good experience in this. Right, Aisha 老师.
Hello. Okay, so today I'll be explaining the basic writing strokes and strokes order. Why should we learn Chinese characters, right? I mean, I just want to learn how to speak. Well, I will give you the primary reason why you should be learning all these Chinese characters. Because you see, I think just now teacher Liu already explained, you have different tones, you have finals and initials and finals, and you combine them together, right? It will become a word. And then you add the tone, it will become a word. I'll give you an example. Ba, right? If you say it in one way, it will mean that. But if you say in another way, it could mean a way of expression like 走吧, like that. So if you learn how to write, and if you learn at least how to read or recognize Chinese characters, right, it will make your learning so much easier. Because in my experience of teaching Mandarin, right, there are so many students who will come up and say, teacher, isn't this the word that we learned the other day not the same? Then I say, no, it's not the same, because the characters are different. And then because the characters are different, you know that the pronunciation is also different. But if you learn only how to pronounce it, it's not as effective as learning to recognize the different words that makes up the Chinese characters. There are a lot of Chinese characters, but then again, in level 1 part 1 and level 1 part 2, we won't be diving too much into too many Chinese characters. So basically, you won't be like be very stressed out having to learn like or memorize all the Chinese characters. You will take it slowly, so you don't have to be so stressed out. It's just a very easy breezy journey with us. And that's why we should learn Chinese characters. Okay, so there are 8 basic strokes in Chinese characters. You can see here number 1 is horizontal, right? You just go, okay, one thing about Chinese characters, right, when you write it, right, it's always either from left to right or up to down, top to bottom, right? So when you see number 1, although you see it's like a straight line, you don't go from right to left, you go from left to right. Same goes to stroke number 2, is up to down, okay? And then number 3 is a dian, right? It's just a simple dian, and it's not a dot. You have to pull it a bit, yeah. And then number 4, you see here, just now I say, right, Chinese characters, you have to write from left to right. But for this stroke number 4, it's a different case. You will have to pull it from right to left. It's like drawing a bit. That's what's fun about learning Chinese characters. It's like drawing. And number 5, you go the opposite way. Number 5 is from left to right. And then number 6, you go from left to right, right? You pull up. So you see, when you see all these Chinese characters, it looks like drawing, but actually it's an art that you have to learn, and you can always learn it properly once you have seen like how the stroke orders are like and how it is written. That way, right, as opposed to learning it yourself, like for example, if you want to take a book and learn to write it yourself, right, you do not know like how to write the strokes in order. If you learn it properly, then at least like when you write it, it's not like your brain trying to make up the steps. You learn it the proper way. And when you learn it the proper way, it becomes a structured and organized way for you to write down the characters. And once you know how to write, for example, order stroke basic rules, right? This one is up to down. So what do you mean by up to down? If you see the first word, the one on the left, this word is san. San, it means tree, right? You see, like just now I said, up to down, but it's also left to right, right? So you have to pull the first line from left to right. And then same goes to the second stroke. The second one, which is down there in the middle, also from left to right. And then the third one is at the bottom one, left to right, right? So when you learn all this organized way and structured way on how to write the words, after you mastered it, right, it will automatically be embedded into your brain, and you can write any other Chinese characters because you already know how to write the strokes in order in its basic rules, and it's very, very useful. Same goes to, and then if you want to practice more, well, we have our books lah. we have our books, and then you can practice writing your Chinese characters there. But our books also provide, like, you can see this stroke. The first stroke you write is, because it goes from left to right, right? And then if you can see the final product of this word, it's actually divided into 2 parts. One on the left side and one on the right side, correct? So you start with, because it's left to right, you start with the left one. And then remember, the stroke order is from top to down. So you start with that top stroke, pie first. It's called a pie first. And then you do the second stroke just to complete the left side of the character, shu. And then you progress on to the second part of the word, because it's 2 sides, that's what I say, right? 2 sides. The second set of the character is the the second part of me. This word is ni, by the way, it means you. And then when you proceed to the second side of the character, you also start from the same order, left to right, top to bottom. And that is how you write down your Chinese characters. But at the end of the day, it's all about practice. Like you have to practice again and again and again and again. Memorizing is key when it comes to learning Chinese characters. At the very least, if you can recognize it, is a good thing already. All right. So
好的，谢谢艾莎老师。Yes, it's true. So for Mandarin character, yeah, I know it's not so easy. When you learn Mandarin, frankly speaking, I have to tell you in the beginning. So you will face two challenges. The first one is the phonetic, means how to pronounce it, the pronunciation. The four tones are what teacher Liu have mentioned just now. Yes, the pronunciation is the first challenge. The second challenge will be the character. Because in Mandarin we have so many characters, not easy, but we have the systematically way to guide you. Okay, so not need to worry. So the third topic we are going to teach you in this beginner course is, and I think every beginner learner they should know, and this I think most I can say 90%. You ask them, hey, you can speak Mandarin? Can you say 1 to 10? I think 90% they can tell you 1 to 10 in Mandarin. Okay. Of course, in our syllabus, we won't teach you only 1 to 10 now. 1 to 10, I think everyone have known already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Even the kindergarten children also know that. Okay, so that's why in this, we are not going to teach you only 1 to 10, of course. 1到10, no. Of course, we know that if you know 1 to 10, actually you can write the Chinese numbers in 1 until 99. Okay, so in our course, the basic one, we will teach you 1 to 10. If possible, I always advise the student to memorize it, all this 1 until 10, because it's worth it to memorize it. After you memorize all this, you can write number 1 until 99 in Mandarin. Okay, so of course we not only stay at 1 to 10 now. If you want to ask your boss to increase your salary, you also won't ask them to increase 10 ringgit only. Okay? At least 100 or even 1,000. So that's why you need to learn bigger number. You need to think big. Okay? So 1,000, how to say 1,000? Here, 1,000. So we are going to teach you, I think, until 1 million. 1 million, how to say? Million A, how to say? Okay, we are going to cover also. Yeah, all these bigger numbers, like this, 200,000. How to say? Maybe you will say 200,000, you will say 200,000. Actually in Mandarin we have a special term we call one. What is one? One is actually it's 10,000. You know about it? In Mandarin we have a special term in number. We have 10,000 special term. Okay. This is the topic. Now we are going to share about the topic 4. We are going to cover 带刘老师. 带刘老师.
This one is a greetings, and most of the time when come to these units, right, our students is quite happy. Their father, yes, finally we start to learn the conversation. Okay, so this here again in this topic, okay, this is our number 4 classes. Okay, greetings. So start from here, you learn about the pronouns. So the pronouns you learn about 你,我,他, okay, you, me, and he, and then after that you learn about another one is the 您, okay, and you learn about the plural, 你们,我们,他们. What is 你们,我们,他们? 你们 is all of you, 我们 is we, 他们 is they, and we also learn about some another pronunciation. The pronouns is for the polite way, which is the word 您. Okay, the nin, and of course we'll introduce the characters here just very simple one. So in these classes, what the Chinese characters that we introduce actually is quite simple and it's quite easy to understand. So no no stress, okay, no need to feel stress, okay, because normally for the students, besides they learn the numbers, like teacher Charles said, numbers we learn 1 to 10. We hope that you can recognize the words because it's very easy. And now come to greetings, normally you will learn it also because the pronouns is quite easy also. So 你,您好,你们好, and then we also can say 大家好, how to greet everyone. So what is 您好? 您好, if you are on our Facebook, right, you can see a lot of comments here. They will say 您好,大家好,你好. This is the way for basic students, they will learn it. So that 您好,你好 is mean hi, hello. Okay, so you learn this, you look at your friends, right? They will just start with this. You start with this, it's like 你好. This is a started point for you to speak Mandarin. Okay, and of course we also will teach you how to greet in different times, okay, and in different ways. Okay, for example, in morning time, how to greet, okay, how to say good morning, and how to say good afternoon, how to say good evening, and how to say good night. So this is all the things that you will learn. It's not only 你好, so when you come to the class, you don't say that, teacher only teach about 你好, 你好, everything is 你好, 你好. Yeah, it's because you found that most of the students, when they learn this, they will say 你好, 你好, they will use it, okay? But of course, we teach more on this, okay? And we practice more. So 你好, I always like to say, when we learn about the characters, or we learn about the vocabs, okay? So for example, we learn pronoun first, 你. So 你, and we introduce another word, 好. 好 is mean good. So at here become 你好, combined together become hello. But of course, when you know these individual words, right, you can put it in another sentence. So for us, when we teach Mandarin, actually we just like teach you how to Legoing. Okay, you learn all of the vocabs, and then after you combine, join this with that, and then combine become another sentence, it become another meanings. So you learn 你 and then 好, so become 你好. And you learn another word 早, okay, and you learn another word 上, and become 早上好, right? So you use the word 好, the one words only, you can use another way. Okay, besides say hello, you can say good morning, you can say good afternoon. Good afternoon is 中午好, and then good evening is 下午好. And then another one at night time, we said good evening is mean 晚上好. After 8 p.m., we will say 晚上好. Before 8 p.m., we won't say 晚上好. We call it 下午好. But before you sleep, we have another way to greet also. Okay, want to know and then join us. Okay, we'll teach you more. Okay, now go to the next page.
是的
Yes.
好的，好，谢谢刘老师。Yes, it's correct. So we have different way to greet people. Not only 你好，你好 every time 你好 your friends also feel bored. Why you only know 你好
Yeah, we teach you how to creative use the word. Yeah, it's just a Legoing.
Yes, 是的，很好。Okay, now you meet your friend. You cannot keep saying 你好，你好，你好. You wish to know them further, is it? Deeper, is it? Okay, now we will teach you. First meeting. This is also very useful. Like 艾莎老师.
Yeah, actually, after we have learned how to say hello, hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, so many ways, right? 晚上好, 下午好, 早上好, 你好. And then what do you say? You want to say 你好 forever, right? We will be learning how to say hello. My name is. We can introduce ourselves already, okay? We can introduce ourselves. And then we can say, hey, nice to meet you. How do we say nice to meet you in Mandarin? We say 认识你很高兴. Of course, you will be breaking down the words individually in the class club. But then, yeah, that's what we say when we want to say that we are pleased to meet someone. All right, next slide, please. And then aside from that, we're not just learning how to introduce ourselves, but we are also going to learn how to say you, of course. 你好, you already learned you, right? And then you also learn how to say he and she, that means third person point of view. And then you can start asking questions, you can start gossiping a bit. You can say, 她叫什么名字? You know what that means? What's her name? Maybe you want to say she's pretty, right? She's pretty also will be covered in level 1, part 2, by the way. But then, yeah, you can say stuff like, hey, what's her name? 她叫什么名字? And then your friend can tell you, oh, 她叫 Oh, and then you can say, oh, 她是一个老师. 她是 Nicole David. Also can. You can say all those kind of things with your friends because that's what you learn in the first meeting, right? Okay, next slide, please. And then you'll be learning some of the common phrases. It's not just, you know, I am who, you are who, he is who. You'll be learning some of the common phrases like sorry, yeah. Just now I gossip about you, you know. No lah. Sorry is 对不起 in Mandarin. And then you know what's the answer to 对不起? Because you always hear 对不起, right, in any of the Chinese drama. What is the answer to it? Can guess from 谢谢你, 没关系, 不客气, 不好意思. Alamak, already got the English translation. Cannot guess already. the answer is 没关系. Alright? Maybe and then we'll be learning all these common phrases and when to use it, how to use it in a conversation. Not just it will not just be a download session. We will try to also incorporate some of the real life dialogue, and then you can try to say it, because at the end of the day, Mandarin is about speaking, right? And then you have to do the intonation correctly, right? And then you'll be learning how to say the sentences more politely. So like for example, just now, 他叫什么名字? Remember the one, the photo with Nicole David? That is the sort of the normal everyday way on asking what is her name. But if you want it to be more polite, when I say may I please, then you add the word 请问. So basically, first meeting is not just about, you know, I am who, you are who, sorry, thank you, but it's also about how to politely ask someone their names and their identity. And we'll be learning things like 请问你叫什么名字? 请问你是谁? So all this sentence structure and all the grammar, like where to put the 谁, why is the 谁 means who, by the way. Why is the 谁 is at the back? Why is it not at the front? Because in English it's who are you, right? But in Chinese, 你是谁, 你 is you, 是 is, and 谁 is who, is you are who. It's like a broken English, right? And then we'll be learning all those things, like how do we construct that proper sentence. Yeah. Next slide, please. Any more?
是的。好，谢谢艾莎老师。Now we go to the topic 6. We are talking about the nationality and place of one origin. Yeah, after you greet people, 你好，你好，你叫什么名字？我叫 so so so. Then you want to know, you want to know further, is it? You want to know, where do you come from? How to ask? Where do you come from? Which country? What is your nationality? All this, how to say in Mandarin. So in this topic 6, we are going to learn the nationality and place of one's origins. So you are going to learn the different countries' names in Mandarin. Like 日本, Japan. Okay, people ask, 你是哪国人? 你是哪国人? Anybody can answer. Ryan, 你是哪国人? Is Ryan there? Or our Facebook friend. 你是哪国人? If teacher asks you. How to answer? Any answer? Can type there? Okay.
我是马来西亚人。
对
Okay, good, yes.
你好，我是马来西亚人。So everyone can understand what is Malaysia? It's Malaysia. But you need to add a 人 at the back. If you say 我是马来西亚 means you are a country, you know. You are not a person, you are not people. You are just a country. So that's why you need to add a 人 at the back after the country name. Okay, this one you are going to cover as well. Okay, like 你是哪人呢？Ryan, 你是马来西亚什么地方人呢？Ryan, 你是马来西亚什么地方人？
我是马来西亚。
Kampung mana? 什么地方人？tempat mana? KL, 吉隆坡人是吗
KL。
KL is 吉隆坡。我是马来西亚吉隆坡人。This is the way you answer. Okay. This is topic 6. We are going to teach you about the country names, the city names in Mandarin. Okay, now we go to topic 7. What things you still want to ask? Yeah, like you 老师。
Yes, number 7 is about occupation. Okay, occupation. Now, it's more related to the working adults, right? So we learn about how to ask someone, gossiping, what is your name, where you come from, and next step, you can gossip about what is your job. Okay, you want to get a boyfriend, you want to get a girlfriend, you must know the identity, and one more important thing is what is your job. Okay, so occupation. Okay, occupation here in this topic. Okay, we will teach you how to tell people what is your job. Of course, you will learn about, oh, if I'm an engineer, then how can I tell in Mandarin? If I'm a doctor, how can I tell? If I am a lawyer, how can I tell? Okay, if I'm a secretary, then how can I tell in Mandarin? Okay, so we teach you here in this topic. And of course, okay, it's not just like that. Okay, maybe it's a, hey, your teacher, just teach me about my job. Then I just Google Translate, I done already, I can get my job. Okay, yes, of course you can. But here in this topic, besides we tell you about your job, we also will tell you about the companies. Okay, you learn about the place. Okay, actually this unit we also like is a link with the past unit. Okay, about the place. So means where are you come from, like that. And then here we also will learn about the place, and we talk about which is the company. Okay, we learn about the company. Maybe your company is what company? Okay, is it a Malaysia company, international companies, or a company at where? Okay, we'll combine it together from what we have learned and then come to you this unit. So actually all the things that are linked together. And of course, okay, at here we also teach you some of the times. Okay, we learn about like morning, afternoon. Okay, of course this morning, afternoon, and evening and nighttime you learn it before. Okay, before we teach you already, we will introduce you about the time. But of course, we will introduce more, which we will tell you how to tell every day. For example, working adults, every day you need to work. Okay, then how you tell people, actually I every day need to work lah. So every day, okay, so it's 每天 we'll tell you, and then we also will tell you how to put the time. So there are the grammars in Mandarin, Mandarin, Chinese grammars, and also the English and Bahasa grammars, they are different. Okay, so especially when it comes to the time, okay, and come to the place, so we are different. So we will teach you how to construct a sentence and also put it in a good, correct grammars. Okay, for example, like the time you always put in front. So these are the things that you will learn. So beside the vocabs and beside your own job, okay, you will also learn how to structure a sentence. Okay, and now it will more long. The sentence will be more long, and then you can use it. Okay, you can practice it more. And with the words that you learn, the units from the units before, and you can try to construct longer sentence.
是的，好，谢谢刘老师啊。Now we move to the topic number 8. This topic quite sensitive actually. Okay. So that's why we reserve it until the end. Of course, you won't make people for the first time straight away. The first question you ask, hey, how old are you? Could not be see a doctor lah. The doctor ask you, you need to answer all. But if let's say a stranger or just
Hard to get friends.
yeah, you just get to know somebody straight away. Ask, hey, how old are you? Wow, it sounds like quite good, is it? Oh, why you need to know how old am I? Oh, yeah, none your business. Correct or not? So that's why we reserve this at the end. This is the 8th topic. Right, Aisha 老师.
Yeah, like what teacher Charles said, yeah, it's actually quite a sensitive topic in the sense that because when we cover this topic, we will try to make rounds around the class and then get them to say what is their age. But of course some don't want to disclose out, which I don't mind. You can lie, you can say you're 5. You can say you're 5 years old. I really don't mind as long as you say it correctly, right? So yeah, we'll be learning like not just about talking about your age, right? In the sense that you say, okay, let's say I am 48 years old this year. It's not just about, okay, I am 48 years old this year. It's also about asking the question, asking your friend how old they are. But did you know that in Mandarin, right, if you want to ask someone their age, you have to ask them in a slightly different manner for different age group? Yeah, and so we will cover that. We will learn like, okay, if you are talking to a kid, then how do you ask? If you're talking to someone who is elderly, how do you ask a question? And then if you're talking to someone who is about the same age, you guess it's the same age, and maybe that person used a lot of collagen, become very young, but still you guess it's the same age. Then yeah, how do you ask the question? So for example, right, you can see in this photo, this very pretty red hair lady is asking this elderly looking woman, how old this person is. And then normally, right, age in Mandarin, not to say age, but years old, 48 years old, then it's 48岁, 岁. You know that the word 岁 indicates years old. And then normally because of that, you can sort of deduce it should be 几岁,你几岁. 你几岁, although it's like a very direct way of asking someone's age, it's like not very proper if you want to ask someone who is elderly. So there is a way to ask them. How do you ask them? You say, 您今年多大年纪? 多大年纪? You notice, like, it's not just 多大 means how old are you, how big are you. You also add the word 年纪. And that is a way for you to show that you are respectful, being respectful towards that woman, that lady, that elderly lady. And then you notice also the sentence structure, we included the word 今年. What is 今年? 今年means this year. Because in Mandarin, when you ask the question of age, you just include the word this year. Why? Because people can also say last year's age, right? Anyway, jokes aside, yeah, we will learn like, okay, when you ask a kid, this is how you ask, this is the sentence you use. And then when you ask someone who is elderly, this is something you use. And if you notice, from this slide and the slide before this slide uses the word 您. Why? Because you're being polite. And you see the sentence structure also using for the elderly. And then if you look at the slide before, this is the previous slide just now, teacher. Yeah, you see the word 你今年多大? And you see this red-headed woman is asking the kid. And then you know that, okay, this kid, because he's a child, so you use the word 你. Whereas 您 it means you, but it's a more polite manner. So we'll be covering that. It's a very fun topic, like, actually, to me. Yeah, and that will be the topic of age. Hopefully, I can see you all until that topic. Don't go away. Okay.
Okay, 是的yes, thank you 谢谢艾小老师。Okay, dear friends, you have gone through all this Now you have a clearer picture what are the topic going to cover in this level 1 part 1 level 1 part 1. So we have a new intake good news everyone, good news everyone. Maybe we can change. Chen Lao Sư can paste the link, registration link. Can pin it at our Facebook there for our Facebook friends who wish to learn Mandarin. Maybe you say, learning Mandarin is one of my plan for this year of 2021. I want to start learning Mandarin. Okay, so you won't be too late. Now only April, so you still can do it. Okay, please don't miss this intake anymore. So our April new intake, beginner class, level 1 part 1. So it's on every Thursday, 9 to 10 p.m. So the first class we are going to commence on 8th of April. That means this coming Thursday. Today is Tuesday. 今天星期二，明天星期三，后天星期四。You know what I'm saying? Okay, today is Tuesday. Tomorrow is Wednesday. The day after tomorrow will be Thursday. So our first class also means you still have the time to register yourself and make the payment and join the class. Okay, how much the fees? Actually, we make the fees very affordable. Everybody can afford it. Just only 16 ringgit per hour. So for 10 topics, 10 hours. So it only costs you 150. You will spend for this 150 for this 10 topics. Means 10 weeks. So friends, you need to commit 10 weeks for this class. Okay, means on every Thursday. You just tell your boyfriend or girlfriend, don't disturb me, don't date me or nothing. Every Thursday, I will dating with Aisha. Okay, I need to learn Mandarin. Okay, on every Thursday. You can date me other day. Okay, so lock your day, Thursday with Aisha.
And don't worry too much also. I mean, I know it's a fasting month. We are going to start next week, right? So it's just 1 hour a week. I wouldn't say it's a lot of, it doesn't require too much effort. Well, if you join the class, we have the perks lah, like such as if you can't make it for Thursday class, and then you have to, because you are attending something at the mosque or something, there's always that recording, but it's only the people who have access is the people who register for this class lah. So you don't have to worry too much because it's a fasting month. I'm also there. I'll be fasting also. So together lah. If you're tired, we can be tired together. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, correct. Aisha 老师, Aisha 老师 is a very good teacher, very patient. Yeah, experience, so not worried. Actually, Aisha 老师 she was graduated from Beijing University. Beijing 大学. Okay, she's from China, Peking University, China International. Last time she was study there, it was fully in Mandarin, you know, correct or not, Aisha 老师? Okay, so everyone, welcome to join this. This is level 1, part 1. Don't miss it. Another good news. Apple new intake for level 2, part 2, for HSK 2, or 2. But we are not starting on the second. Okay, we start on 8 also. Okay, means same day actually, on every Thursday also. So I will be teaching. I'm the teacher Chow. Okay, so I will start the class 8 until 9. Then I pass the baton to Aisha 老师 for level 1, part 1. So for those who have learned Mandarin before and have taken HSK level 1 or planning to take HSK level 1 or 2, they are welcome to register for this class. Okay. So actually, I've been teaching for Mandarin as second language. I think this is my 15 years or 16 years. So now you can guess how old am I lah. Okay, no more secret. You can calculate. Okay. Anyway, I've been always teaching for the HSK preparation class. The level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, even level 6. I covered all levels for HSK. So in fact, we have some other teachers, they are quite experienced in teaching means the HSK and HSK syllabus as well. So you are welcome to register. Don't miss the opportunity again. Okay. So how much the fees? The fees is 250 for 10 hours also. So what topic you are going to learn? Also the very useful. Even though if let's say I teacher child, I don't want to take the HSK. I am not planning to take any of them. I just want to learn for this daily use, or leisure. Okay, chit chat with my friends. So no worry, this course also suitable for you. You see the topic we are cover, making telephone call. How to make a telephone call. But in Mandarin, no English, no Bahasa Melayu, in Mandarin. Okay. And talking about your living quarters, these are very important, especially for those doing the real estate agent. You need to introduce. This is kitchen, this is living room, in the surrounding area. All these topics are very useful as well. Okay, so don't miss it. Quickly, faster and register. Okay, Qian 老师, please paste the link, let everyone can register for it. Okay.
Okay, can.
For it, I hope that everyone definitely you are benefited from it. Even though you have said you don't want to take the HSK, but you will definitely learn something very useful in your daily life. Okay, no worry. Here, everyone, you need to remember our website. This is our main website. It's very important. Why I say so? Because we have a lot of learning resources there. Okay, you are free to access it. And then you can get our latest update, latest news. Like then, I think currently we see a lot of call, a lot of question asking. Teacher, when are you going to reopen your physical class? When the center will be reopened? This question keep asking us. Okay, so please remember to follow our Facebook Live, to share our page, to like our page. Any update we will put on there. You won't miss out. Not worry. We also will update at our website on the homepage here. Okay. Of course, we have another website. This also quite useful for everyone. If you are looking for Mandarin learning resources like the books, the CD, I think nowadays maybe no more CDs. Okay, dictionary, any extra reading books or the HSK book. Okay, you're welcome to visit our online bookstore. This learnmandarinshop.com. Okay, these two websites. Very important. Everyone, please jot down. Remember it. Okay, how the clear the explanation. Hopefully, everyone will be get a clearer picture. Sometimes after you sign up the class, you also blur. What am I going to learn? Okay, this is first class. First class learning what?
Let's join us and you will know it.
Okay, this is quite common, because human being now we tend to forget things. When we say, we say, teacher. In fact, every time I will send out the poster, I will let them know what syllabus you are going to cover. But this human nature, we tend to forget it. Then when we start the first class, we say, what is this? Okay. Okay, class, friends, no worry. Every time we repeat, we say, today we are going to learn the first topic. So you will know about that. Like maybe we can ask Aisa 老师 to share a bit, your experience teaching the level 1 part 1, just completed, is it? How was your student?
They are all very fun. I think I prefer when the students are very I would say interactive. They're not shy. I would really encourage the students to talk during the class. Because you see, when you speak, I can correct your intonation, and that way you can become better. And then I would not be shy. Like for example, if we're already at, let's say we're already at topic number 8, last topic 8, right? And then you are still making mistakes, let's say on topic 3. I wouldn't mind like pausing the class for a bit and then going back and then make sure that everyone is on track. So I think that was the experience on online teaching. Yes, of course there's like differences like there's no whiteboard for you to write down, but I try to use the tools like PowerPoint presentation, try to write it down so that everyone can see, and it's very helpful because in online class, right, people will have like connection issue lah. This one couldn't hear what I said just now. This one got that. This one got this, and then I will try to like type it down, and then they will ask in the chat box like again, and I will say, okay, it's here. I wrote it here, like that. So I would say, yeah, I think they all catch up quite fast. And by the end of the lesson, everyone did their video. There's an assignment like at the end of the entire level 1 part 1, and everyone did that very well. I'm quite impressed, and some even learned from scratch, and I feel very proud when I see them speaking so well. Like, yay. Yeah, that's my experience.
谢谢 Aisa 老师. So friends, don't miss out the opportunity also. So actually, Liu 老师 also had taught for the level 1 part 1. Maybe Liu 老师 also can share a bit her experience with the student.
So it's quite interesting when we teach our students here, because in the group we have different kind of students from different fields and also different ethnic also. So that's why it's quite fun, and we can share. Some of the students actually will come to the class, they have the basic. So when they come to class, they learn already, they know the basic, and we will teach you. Okay, of course, what you learn, okay, and in this class, when you join, what we will teach you will more than that. So please don't feel like, I already have my basic level, I want to join. And then your class, your syllabus is very basic. Oh, the age, occupation, I know my occupation, I know my age already. Yes, but of course you know this. Most of the students will found that is they know the basic, but they have the problem in the grammars. So we will teach you on this, okay, how to speak in the proper Mandarin. If you know the basic, but actually your grammar is not good, when you go out, you speak with the other people, the outside there, they also will feel like, pardon? What are you talking about? Okay, they will have this kind of response. So we will feel like, oh my goodness, then why I learned my Mandarin, I know how to talk, and why people still don't understand me. So maybe you don't know the problems, but when we come to the class and then we'll teach you the proper pronunciation, we'll teach you the grammars also. So please don't feel like, oh, I have the basic and I feel like your class is quite basic. Okay, so actually, what you will gain it will be more than that.
是的 yes correct 刘老师 so if let's say friends you find it level 1 part 1 too easy for me then straight away challenge level 2 part 2 I'll be the teacher okay
Yes. We also have level 1 part 2. Yeah.
okay.
Part 2 will be more challenging. Yes.
Yeah just now you have seen okay like maybe we have a student here Hadazadi Hadazadi you have gone through our level 1 part 1 is it maybe you can share some of your experience Amma just completed level 1 part 1 just completed only like Hadazadi can you share something about your learning experience with us for the level 1 part 1 I think you are with Liu Lao Shi is it
Yeah, 对 I started
刘
with
老师
Liu
的
Lao
学
She
生
and currently with Amber Lao She.
now
Yes.
level 1 part
Part 2
level
Lao
1
She.
part 2
Level 1 part 2,
对
yeah.
Hadazadi maybe you can share a bit your
I
learning
started
experience
learning in Mandarin class without having any basics. But I would proudly say that I am able to speak in Mandarin, at least a basic one. Yeah. So it's very interesting. Liu Lao She is very nice Lao She. This is a very
Thank
good
you.
and interesting class. You
Yeah.
guys should join.
Our teachers here are very nice
yeah
and experienced.
I think Amma would you like to share something you just graduated from your level 1 part 1 okay with Cindy 老师 is it Amma
I
Amma
class.
say something
I started out with no basic too, and now I can understand the numbers and the greetings.
yeah 是 thank you Amma so you all can notice that we can say we deliver even more than what we have promised correct or not all our students here yeah so we actually we delivered more than the topic that we listed sometimes you will notice that yes we have quite a numbers of students they are really start from zero basic they know nothing then sometimes they will I know this is what we will feel online class words or not word can meh a lot of people also ask me this question is it I'm a totally beginner. I don't know nothing about Mandarin. You ask me to online. Hey, can work or not? Is it? Oh, actually, I can show them the video the last assignment. After this, wow, you really can work. Oh, okay. Correct or not? Hadazadi and Amma can work. Yes. So not to worry. Okay, everyone can do it. Yeah. 好的 I think any other things you all want to add 钱老师 any other things you want to add
Okay, thank you for this time being. Okay, hope you all enjoy the class in future and with our wonderful teacher. Okay, not much I want to add, but in this week and next week we are going try to figure out what is a topic that as a beginner we should learn. Okay, and we hope that this is the most important topic and those topic is actually applicable in your daily life. Remember, if you want to make your Mandarin more solid, okay, more improve your proficiency, you have to apply it. And what actually we prepare in level 1, level 2 is about the daily conversation purposes that you can apply in your daily life. Okay, in idiom Mandarin, you not only enjoy a very complete set of material. After the class, you have the records and also PowerPoint given to you. Okay, but also we have the courseware for you. That maybe have a software for you to use it after the class. Okay, thank you very much.
OK 好的谢谢大家谢谢刘老师谢谢艾莎老师谢谢 Hadazadi 谢谢阿妈谢谢 Ryan OK Thank you everyone
Okay, everyone can leave the room.
谢谢大家
只是不要习惯，
大家晚安
iPhone 讲一句话。